Hello, welcome to my channel, 100 Days with Kajo. Today is day 4 of our personal constitution. We'll be focusing on grounding article number 1, who are you? This article you will always refer back to when you are working through your other articles 2 through 10, which is a lot, but they're super simple. And when you're working throughout the entire personal constitution. Why? Because we're constantly changing. You may not even know who you are until the end of our personal constitution series. You can always refer back to it. However, it's a great spot or space to kind of write down where you are. We're first going to take 5 to 10 minutes to write down our likes and dislikes, our preferences, our dreams, our aspirations, our goals. Put them all down. For instance, I love mangoes. I love pink. I'm obsessed with Twilight. I love Hello Kitty. I love walks. I don't mind nature. I like nature, just not like vigorous hiking. I like, an accelerated walk type of hike. I like movies. I love spending time with friends and family. I love candy. I love chocolate so much. I don't really like animals. I'm not much of an animal person, but I would love to ride a horse. I used to play an instrument. I love music. I love a whole lot of things. Now, I did say write down your likes and dislikes, but mostly focus on your likes and preferences and goals and all those things. So pause the video if you need to, take the time to write down or even just think about what you like. A little FYI, I am creating a personalized affirmation app. And if you haven't done so already, go to my description box, join our emailing listing if you are interested for when it comes out, and to answer my survey so I understand what your needs are. Thank you, I love you, and let's continue with the rest of the video. Now, anything that pertains to a job, take it out. Look at what you wrote down. Think about what you thought of. And anything that says, I am a CEO, I am a stay-at-home mom, or parent, I am a student, take that out. Those are external factors that will change. Maybe you won't be a CEO forever. What if your company tanks? What's going to happen? You're going to tank. What if you're no longer a stay-at-home parent, right? Like something tragic happens in your family. That sucks, but you don't want to tie your identity to that. Let's say you're a student. Okay, well, at some point in your life, you won't be a student anymore, at least in a traditional sense of school, college, graduate school, doctorate, whatever. And once you're able to identify what those things are, you want to replace it. Because I know you're probably thinking, but I am a stay-at-home mom or parent. I am a student. I am a CEO. I am a blah, 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 blah. Calm down. It's okay. We're going to be replacing it so that you're not tying yourself so much to the external title of it. For instance, instead of saying I am a student, say I love learning. Right? You can still be a student, but guess what? A lover of learning is throughout your life, and it doesn't just apply to the title of a student. Instead of saying, oh, I'm a CEO, say I love to problem solve. I love to be innovative and take initiative. That is beautiful. You see how that has nothing to do with CEO, but those qualities are qualities that CEOs have. And like if something were to happen and you weren't a CEO anymore, or something happened to your company, or something happened to you where you aren't able to hold that title or do that job anymore, that you are still that person. You don't feel like something just died inside of you. Instead of saying you're a stay-at-home parent, by the way, these are just the 3 examples that I'm going through. Of course, there are lots of other things you can refer to, but instead of saying you're a stay-at-home parent, say, I love caring about people. I love being kind. I love being the centerpiece of my family and caring for them. Like put care into it instead of just the title, stay-at-home parent or mom or dad or grandmother. Like you're more than just that, because that can quickly change. Another thing you want to avoid when you're looking through your list is there anything in there that signifies your relationship status? Right? I am single. I am married. I am a girlfriend. I am a wife. I'm a husband. I'm a mom. I'm a sister. I'm a daughter. Let that go. Instead, say, I am someone that values relationships, but I still prioritize my own personal growth. I love to be by myself and grow myself so that way I can be a better person for my loved ones. See how that has to do everything with you and not a title? Because all those titles can change, but you still want to hold that essence of who you are to yourself so that no matter what the title may be, it's you. Another thing people often do when they're writing about themselves, they'll say, I'm wealthy, I'm successful. Okay, that is a good thing to feel about yourself, but if you're holding it to a pedestal to where if you feel like you're not doing X amount of things to be successful to a certain standard, which I can't lie, sometimes I do that to myself, but I'm learning to fix it. You want to step away from that. Instead, say, I work hard, but I prioritize my fulfillment and my well being, successful or not. And our definition of successful, wealthy, accomplished, whatever changes throughout our life. However, what I just said, I prioritize my fulfillment and my well being. But I enjoy working hard. It still recognizes that I am that type of person, but hey, it's not everything. This will then foster a healthy relationship with wealth, with success, with achievements and accomplishments without putting it on a pedestal and feeling like you amount to nothing when you don't reach a certain goal. You know, the goal is to be self-fulfilled and prioritize your well-being, not to do X, Y, and Z. That's one of the things, but it's not the only thing. The next thing that you want to do is take anything negative that you wrote down about yourself and put a positive spin on it. For example, if you put down, I am a crybaby and I'm too sensitive, instead of that negative language, say, I am so in touch with my emotions. I value that. I know how I feel, and when I feel it, I love that I don't belittle myself for feeling human emotions. You see how those are all really positive, but they still acknowledge that maybe you are a crybaby, maybe you are sensitive, but having a positive spin on it doesn't make it seem as bad. Instead of saying you are forgetful and unorganized, say you're a big thinker, that you are able to work in fast-paced environments, that you are flexible, that you are innovative, and you don't need routine as much as maybe others do. Another thing people may do is avoid saying positive things about themselves because they don't believe it to be true. For instance, let's say you don't think you're a very confident person and you don't want to lie and be like, I'm confident, because then you're like, okay, I'm lying. I already are messing up my personal constitution. Relax. Okay, let's say you're not confident. Say you value more intimate relationships, that you love deep conversations and you love keeping your circle small. You can also add that you are working on building a stronger confidence, and that in itself is a win. You know how that just acknowledges that maybe you're not as confident as you want to be, but has a positive outlook on lack of that confidence. The last thing you want to do in this section is be silly. Like, write all your dislikes and likes that are just out of the way. Now, when we first started, when I said like, who are you? And I did say, oh, I like mango and I like Twilight. It's because I have a strong understanding of who I am. And I did want you guys to be more on a serious note of like what causes that you align yourself with, or truly what type of relationships that you value, and all those things. Like, those are super important. You can be silly throughout the whole thing, but I know people tend to be a little bit more serious in the beginning or maybe at the end, whatever you want to do. Imagine someone asking you, what do you like? And you have no idea what you like. You have to be intentional with being silly and understanding your preferences. If you can't pay attention to the small details about yourself, how do you expect others to know anything about you? Thank you for watching my channel. Please take the time to really dig deep and write down everything about who you are, from being silly to serious, from job descriptions, change that and switch it up, to negative descriptions that you had for yourself and having a positive spin. Write down everything, and don't think like, oh, maybe this is too much. Write it down. You can always go back and take it out, but it's better for you to just barf out all your ideas now and then go back and comb it and refine it versus trying to think about what you were thinking today. If you want to instill confidence and reassurance in yourself while creating your personal constitution, follow my channel of Firmly Active Affirmations, where you'll find affirmation, ETF tapping, and guided yoga, as well as my other channel of Firmly Sounds, where you'll find soundscapes such as brown noise, white noise, rain sounds, TV static, and so much more. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.